welcome back. Easy short day yesterday, slam today. It's 20 after 6 in the morning. Just finished my pre-trip. Getting ready to put this thing in gear. Get on up to Coffeyville for 3 loads today. That's right, 3 loads. Got sent home early yesterday with only 1 load, so got to spend some good time with the family, but today it's packed, so we're gonna get after it here. Going up to Coffeyville. Got one going to Muskogee, one from Coffeyville to Coweta, and from Coffeyville to Bartlesville. So, again, busy day, all out of Coffeyville, which is about an hour and 15 minutes or so north of where I am right now at the port. So, gonna head that way and see if we can make a hand today. iPad managed to, my iPad mini rather, that I run my logbook off of, managed to die overnight, so I've got it charging and running it off my phone for now, so had to get it all signed into the truck and all that good stuff, and good to go now. All these people starting to show up for work. Three loads, even somewhat, short loads is a busy day. The longest one I have today is like 110 miles. The shortest one is like 50 miles. So call that short loads, but you figure it takes a little over an hour to unload every time. Plus the drive time back and forth.
There is currently light traffic on your route.
And then the load time, of course, we're gonna be all the way to our 14, I'm pretty sure. So how do we want to do today's video? We want to do a normal video where I just do one unload? Or do we want to show how hectic it is with all 3? I'll tell you what, we've done plenty of just one load, one unload. Let's show how hectic it is. Which means that the attention span for some of this stuff is going to be pretty short. So here I am rolling out, getting started for the day, and got plenty of fuel, so the next place is going to be loading, and a little bit of driving, and unloading, and a little bit of driving and loading, and a little bit of, on and on and on. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll just fast forward to arriving at the plant. These segments are going to be short and sweet, but obviously you can't capture all 14 hours of what it's like day in the life of a truck driver, but we can give you a real good synopsis. So, see you in a few. Finally, 3 hours later, got her load. This guy here, I guess, is notorious for overselling. It happens, but this guy, meaning the marketer for this place here, not my company. They haul the loads that they're given. So anyway, I'm just waiting on that truck to get in here so we can go. We are loaded up and trucking. Oh, it'll be pickup truck, fire truck. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take the one to Muskogee. That seemed to be the most logical from the levels. My dispatcher can see the levels of the tanks at the places that I was going to, or at least was dispatched for. And that one, the one in Muskogee, seems to be the lowest out of the 3 loads that I had for today. So, you know, makes the most sense to take the gas where it's needed most. The other 2 aren't out. In fact, one of them was only at half, so they got plenty. But the loads all got bumped to tomorrow, which just means that tomorrow is oversold as well. So it's a domino effect, or a snowball, however you want to look at it. But so this video won't be kind of bam, 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 bam like I originally thought. Instead, we'll treat it like a normal video. So this place that I'm going to go unload at down in Muskogee, it's right next to the pilot truck stop. We'll be down there right at about lunchtime, so that'll work out perfect because they got a Subway sandwich shop in there. I can get a bite to eat. Never mind this road. It's one of the roughest around all the trucks. And I need to go straight. You're not allowed to go straight. It's not a truck route, so we got to go loop all the way over here. Hopefully this car doesn't pull up on me. Hang back here, hang back. I'm already going to hit my pipe on a limb. Not this time. But anyway, it's about an hour and a half down there, so that'll put us there right at lunchtime, and then it's about an hour and a couple minutes to unload, so it'll be perfect to grab a bite to eat, and then I'm supposed to call the dispatcher after that and see what our next orders are. Hopefully he'll have something lined up. You know, when I spoke to him earlier, he said, you know, I've already dispatched all of today's loads, but, you know, loads start rolling in throughout the day for the next day, and so he'll find me something. We'll get something done. But this place that we're going to go unload at, not only next to a truck stop, there's also 4 tanks there. And the plumbing is, it looks like a maze. Like those mazes that used to play as a kid or whatever, with all these little, like, connect the pipes kind of thing. There's plumbing going everywhere at this place. All kinds of valves you got to turn, and just, it can be overwhelming if that's your first load. Like, you know, you're new to hauling propane, it's your first load, send you out there to Muskogee, and it's like, what in the heck is this? There's just pipes going everywhere. And I think a couple of the tanks they don't even use. One of the tanks was at 2%, so basically empty, and they want you to fill it to, I believe it's 80%. They want you to fill that tank to 80% first and foremost. That's the first tank that you fill. And the reason being is there's plumbing underground that runs into their little warehouse, and that's what they use to fill their propane bottles with. So bottles or cylinders for like forklifts, gas grills, that kind of thing. And so they want that tank always filled first, up to 80%, and then you can dump the rest in the other big tank. So once we get there, we'll start pushing into that tank first, because the pressure that we have on our trailer is the most that it will be, unless they also have some pressure. I've got a fire truck coming up behind me and an ambulance coming in front of me. So I'm actually just going to sit right here because I don't know which way they're going. I'm just going to sit right here. Let them go around me. Go around me, Bubba. I need to take this left turn. They're coming at each other. That's odd. Come on, find a gear. There we go. Oh, and they turned our light green. Hammer down. That was odd. Fire trucks coming at me, fire trucks coming from behind. Talk about confused. That was the best case scenario for me, is stay in that left lane. Normally, you know, you pull over to the right, but I needed to turn left, and me pulling over to the right would have just screwed everything up for them and me, so. Alright, there was a train sitting on this track this morning that held me up about 5 minutes. So these three you do all at once, and then the next one you do individually. Because, oh, and there's a train coming. Out of here. Because you do not have room to stop in between those other sets. So this one you do, so you gotta stop again. This one, thankfully, on this angle, we're able to get a couple of gears before we get up on it. At least get some speed. All right. Off to Mugtown, as they call it. This little metal building on the left. Too awful close, because again we got 20-foot hose. Wait, I think we use both their hoses on this one. Well, either way, you still don't have to get too awful close. Alright, I'm gonna call that right there good. Well, let me get situated, we'll get some readings, and then start kicking this thing off here. Well, a couple of things. That is a 12, not an 18, but it's not at 2%. It's at like 17, so they are filling off of it, but not as quick as we're gonna pump into it. All right. They got a J-wrench sitting here, so I'm gonna use it. I need to get one of these dudes. I need to get one. You can get it just a little bit tighter where you need it so it's not leaking. I might even ask them if they've got one I can buy or have or something. Man, that vapor is shorter than the liquid. It's every bit stretched all the way out. Just made it. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and open up their line. Okay, so there's definitely pressure on that line. So here I go. This has got to be open. This has got to be open. We're going to go into that tank later. We need to go into that tank down there now. So we're going to leave this closed, but our plumbing's coming through. Open that dude, which means we also got to open this dude. So again, it'll come in and go up and then go across. They don't use these two tanks in the middle anymore. So those liquid lines are closed. I believe their vapor lines are closed as well. Yep. Then it comes in and goes to the back. So we got this closed to the pump. Need to open this up. He just turned his pump on. I'm gonna have to go ask him if I need to shut him off while I do this. I don't think I do. I think I can just unload. I just know if he's unloading from it, I can load into it. See, here's all these vapors. Gotta be open, and they are. This red is closed, so there's 4 valves there, and they all have to be open in order to feed the vapor right. Okay. Let's get me opened up here and let her sing. Before I do that, I'm gonna try something. Okay, because I have not opened my vapor. I was making sure we were getting vapor pressure, because like I said, last time I pressured up here. Like I said, we're not unloading into that one yet. Once that guy gets about 80, 85, we'll probably take it all the way to 85 since they're loading out of it right now. Once that one hits 85, we'll be able to open this guy up and load into this big 30. Look at the pipe size change. You know, we got a big hose coming off, decent sized plumbing throughout here, but then once it goes down there, it gets smaller and smaller. And so just takes that much more time. But I'm gonna idle it up and get this thing kicked off, and we'll see what the rest of the day holds. We found ourselves a friend. Man, his armor's cool looking. Yeah. He's out there sniffing around in the grass. Oh, he hears me now. He found himself a good one. Now for the fun part. Backing out of this dude. Got our logbook situated. pitch that trailer blindside that way towards a grassy area. I've actually only ever done this at night. It's kind of nice being able to do it during the daytime this time, but you pitch that trailer that way and then it'll allow us to bring the truck out this way so we can get out of here. It's slowly pitching already, so not having to do a whole lot to it. Probably good. See, at nighttime, normally I'd go right over that concrete and give me as much room as I need to get out of here, but they're out here working today. Well, we got our next orders. Headed up to Conway, Kansas to get us a load of butane. I'm not sure where we're going with it yet. Truth be told, I'll run out of hours by the time I get up there to get it loaded anyway. So it won't really matter where we're going with it just yet. It's just about getting it on the trailer. And then we'll worry about where we're dragging it tomorrow. Well, we'll get on down the road a little ways here. I stopped there at that Pilot and got me a sandwich. So I'm good there and didn't need fuel. But anyway, we're going to get up on up to Conway and get loaded up. Really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out and doesn't cost you a dime. Just going to keep on keeping on here and get trucking, so I'll keep it between the mayonnaise and the mustard. Until next time, take care.